Hey, we live in a world that shouts, hustle harder, move faster, grind longer, win at any cost. The message is relentless. Success belongs only to those who burn themselves down to keep the dream lit. But what if the ancients discovered a quieter path, one that doesn't demand you empty yourself to fill your life? What if the secret to receiving what you desire is not frantic control, but relaxed mastery? Not white-knuckle effort, but calm alignment. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man of his age, wrote to himself, "Confine yourself to the present." He understood a paradox we're only beginning to relearn. When you stop fighting the current and start flowing with it, life stops feeling like combat and starts feeling like guidance. The Stoics were not passive dreamers, they were disciplined warriors. They conquered through wisdom, not force, through intention, not obsession. Consider water. It never argues with stone. It flows around, over, through, and in time it shapes mountains. That is the power of relaxed intention, to hold your desires with open hands while trusting the larger order of things to do what only it can do. When you clutch outcomes so tightly your knuckles go white, you create resistance, and resistance repels what you want. When anxiety grips, abundance slips. But when you relax into your intentions, when you align with the rhythm of reality, you become magnetic. Doors you couldn't see begin to appear. The right people drift into your orbit. Resources and timing start to harmonize. Not because you stopped acting, but because your actions shifted from exhausting struggle to effortless precision. This is not laziness. It is wisdom. Plant the seed with care. Tend the soil with diligence. Then let the sun, rain, and time do their work. The Stoics called this Amor, Fati, love of fate, the radical acceptance that everything unfolds as it should and that what is yours cannot miss you. Today, I'll share 10 Stoic principles to transform how you manifest, not as wishful thinking, but as a way of being. These are practical, time-tested practices that dissolve tension, invite flow, and position you to receive. If this resonates, anchor it. When I relax, life flows to me. Now breathe. Soften your shoulders. Let's walk. The art of detached desire paradox. The more desperately you grasp, the more life slips through your fingers. Epictetus taught that wealth is fewer wants, not because dreams are wrong, but because neediness repels. Detached desire doesn't mean apathy. It means prefer, don't demand. I would love this and I'm whole without it. Hold lightly. Picture a butterfly in your palm, close your fist and you crush it. Open your hand and it may linger. Preferred indifference, Stoic term. Love success, love and abundance, but refuse to let your peace be hostage to them. Why it works: needy energy signals lack, confident allowance signals readiness. From allowance, you make better choices because you aren't bargaining with your worth. Practice, name your desire clearly. Breathe in, this. Breathe out, or something better. Feel the pressure dissolve and possibility expand. Present moment magnetism, your creative power only exists here. This breath, this choice, this step. Seneca, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Presence is not passive, it's high-voltage attention. You notice the quiet clue. You hear the throwaway line that becomes a lead. You catch the nudge to turn left instead of right. Presence practices, the 3-3-3 reset. See 3 objects. Hear 3 sounds. Feel 3 sensations. Return. Single-tasking sprints. 15-25 minutes of undivided attention. Phone away, body relaxed, eyes soft. Flow invites flow. Irony: when you stop living for later, you create a better later by mastering now. The wisdom of accepted resistance: obstacles are not signs to stop, they are teachers to shape. Marcus: The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Reframe delay as protection or preparation, friction as skill building, detours as redirection to something truer. Ask the obstacle, what capacity is this growing? Patience, courage, clarity. What needs refining? Strategy, boundaries, skills. How does this serve my highest good? Become water again, flexible, persistent, inevitable. Say it. I grow stronger through resistance. The power of inner authority. Every I can't be happy until hands your power to something outside you. Epictetus. No one can harm you without your consent. Extend it. No one can rule your inner climate without your consent. Shift from outcome-dependent feelings to values-dependent feelings, from chasing validation to embodying worth. Daily reset before screens or accounts. How do I choose to feel now, regardless? Pick your state: calm, clear, courageous. Act as if. Let action anchor state. People sense inner authority. It reads as trust. Trust attracts. Affirm, I am the author of my state. Strategic non-action. Not all motion is progress. Many actions are anxiety in costume. Lao Tzu whispers through the Stoics, restraint can be power. Strategic non-action means pausing after you've done your part so timing can line up. Letting the seed germinate instead of digging it up daily. Saying, I'll wait when you feel forced choices. Chess mindset. Don't move to move. Move to win. Patience is pressure for you and for the problem. Experiment this week. If you don't know, don't force. I'll revisit in 24 hours. Trade 3 low-impact busy tasks for 1 high-leverage stillness block. Watch clarity return. Gratitude as a manifesting force. Gratitude is not politeness. It's energetic calibration. It tunes you from scarcity to sufficiency, from grasping to receiving. Marcus even found grounds for understanding among difficult people, evidence that gratitude is a discipline, not a mood. Practice stack morning, 1 sentence, I already have. Name something ordinary and sacred. Breath, sunlight, a friend's laugh. Midday, appreciate a challenge for the muscle it's building. Night, 3 specifics from today. Specifics wire the brain. Gratitude doesn't deny lack, it deprioritizes it, so abundance has the mic. Emotional sovereignty. Emotions are messages and energy, not monarchs. Sovereignty is feeling fully without surrendering the steering wheel. Protocol, name it: anger, fear, grief. Labeling reduces intensity. Locate it where in the body. Breathe there, leverage it. What is this asking of me? Anger wants boundary, fear wants preparation, sadness wants care. Choose duration. I will feel this for 10 minutes. Then act aligned with values, not mood. Mood follows movement. Mantra, my emotions speak, but they do not dictate. The philosophy of enough is a posture, not a pile. Seneca, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more who is poor. From enough, you become more magnetic because you stop grasping, repelling. You start selecting, curating. You make braver choices, abundance logic. Practice tonight. Inventory non-material wealth. Health you do have, people who care. Lessons earned, capacities built. Choose one area to practice enough this week. Spending, commitments, content intake. Create margin. Abundance loves space. Declare, I am enough, and from enough I attract more than enough. The courage of authentic expression. When you wear masks, the universe can't find you. Marcus cautioned against obsessing over neighbors' opinions. Authenticity isn't rebellion, it's alignment. Steps: 1 truth told kindly today, even if it's I need time to think. 1 decision for desire over should. 1 mask retired, laugh, style, creative voice. What aligns stays. What falls away frees space for what fits. Trust in divine timing and patience is control disguised as urgency. Trust is discipline disguised as peace. Marcus, accept and love what fate brings. Cooperate with reality's wisdom. Trust looks like doing your part fully, releasing outcomes gracefully. Reading delays as choreography, not condemnation. Question for the waiting room. If I knew this timing was perfect, how would I live today? Then live that way. You become ready by being the person the future requires now. A simple daily flow state ritual, 15-40 minutes arrive, 3 breaths, hand to heart. I'm here. Intention, 1 sentence identity for today, calm/courageous/clear/kind. Gratitude, 1 line specific. Movement, 5-10 minutes walk, stretch, mobility. Presence rep, 5 minutes undistracted observation, light breath. MIT, 1 most important task that moves your future 1%. Release, close with this or something better, then get on with your day. Evening integration, 5-10 minutes wins, 3 specifics. Lesson, 1 refinement for tomorrow. Prepare, tools laid out, choices pre-decided. Make the next morning frictionless. Mantras to anchor the shift. When I relax, life flows to me. I choose presence over pressure. I grow stronger through resistance. I am the author of my state. I am enough and I attract from enough. This or something better at the right time. Final blessing, you do not need to grind your soul down to build your life up. Plant with care, tend with devotion, act with clarity. Then open your hands. Let the current help you. Success secured by force collapses under its own weight. Success grown in wisdom becomes a river, steady, generous, unstoppable. Relax, trust, receive. And as you do, notice how the world begins to meet you halfway.